All right, welcome back. In today's video and our lesson, we're going to be talking about once again our inversions of our C chord. We're just doing a quick review over our C chord, but I'm not going to bore you too long. We're actually going to learn another song using these simple transitions, and today we're going to be talking about 10,000 Reasons, which is a great song, guys, and it just has one little twist in there, a transition that we haven't used yet. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to take you to my overhead view and we'll start covering 10,000 reasons. But first, let's review once again what we talked about and our lesson we had the other day, our inversions of our C chord. All right, so you remember if you play your piano, you have on your C chord right here, which is your C what? Your root, your first inversion, or your second inversion. This chord right here. All right. And if you said your root, you are absolutely correct. This is your root position, or also your C on the bottom, right? Now, if I invert this chord by moving my C to the top right up here, remember I'm using my first finger, my second finger, and my third finger. This is which chord is this? My root, my first inversion, or my second inversion? And if you say your first inversion, you are correct. And this is also called my C on top. All right, and if I invert that chord one more time, and I put this E up here on the top, and I go back to my first finger, third finger, and fifth finger, what is this inversion? My root, my first inversion, or my second inversion? And if you said your second inversion, once again, you are absolutely correct. Or this is also my C in the middle. All right. So let's do the same thing. Let's practice and review this together. I want to start right here on your first hand position, number 1. And I want to invert the chords going all the way up the keyboard, okay? I don't know how many octaves you have, but I want to go all the way up the keyboard. So let's play this together to a little rhythm. 1, 1, 2, ready, play. Root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position, C on top, C in the middle, C on bottom, C on top, C in the middle, and C on bottom. Let's do that one more time. 1, 2, ready, play. C on bottom, C on top, C in the middle, root position, first inversion, second inversion, root position, first inversion, second inversion, and root position. All right. So that is another thing. If you haven't been practicing on that already, I want you to continue practicing on just going up and inverting your chords and just getting used to, once again, it's muscle memory. You know, your C in the middle, it's a little different. My C on bottom, my C on top, it's a hand position thing. And trust me, guys, these same muscles are going to go with a lot of these other chords that I'm going to be showing you here pretty soon. So don't try to skip steps or try to, rearrange your fingers to something you're more used to. Just take the time, go through the moment of being uncomfortable for a little bit, and stretch yourself. And trust me, these little muscle memory things will work out and pay off here very, very soon. All right, so another thing we worked on is our transitions. We went from yesterday, we went in the song Break Up Every Chain, we went from our C in the middle to the G, right? Well, let's do a transition, the other transition, where we start our first inversion and go from our C on top to our F. And remember, to do that, all we do is move our thumb over 1, and then our third finger is already on that A, so we just play those 2 notes. So we keep our top note, our C, exactly where it is. So we have our C on top. If you play that with me, your C on top. And then let's go to the F. Let's go back to the C on top. All right, let's play the F. You see how that works? We're just switching one finger, these two fingers, and moving my thumb over. Maybe you can play it a little faster. All right, so once we do that, I want to add one more thing, and that is actually going from our F, our G, and our A. Now, this is something we did on volume 1, which you should already kind of be familiar with it, but I want to play it to a little rhythm, just like this. Let's see if you can play it with me on the F and the F, G, A. Let's play it again. Play the F, G. One more time. F, G, A, F, G. All right. So what we're doing right there, these are called little transitions. Now we're not adding much of anything new right here. We're just transitioning from our C to the F and then going right to the transitions from our FGA, something that you're already familiar with, okay? So at this point, I'm gonna stop this video. If you are not comfortable yet with what I'm doing, just go back and review, practice a little bit, just going from your transitions and also transitions from your FGA. And when you're ready, meet me on the next video and I'm gonna start showing you how to put all of this stuff together and start playing 10,000 Reasons.